And welcome back. We are here with my guest, Kristina K. Watts. We are having a riveting conversation about heaven, hell. We may even talk about Donald Trump. Kristina, you're telling us about, I was understanding how the realms work.
Okay, so when you go away from your house, it disappears. When you go back, it reappears.
So I get in my car and I drive away, and that's heaven behind me.
And yes, and then this is a dimensional plane. We have dimensional disturbances. A lot of people just don't pick up on them.
So what's a dimensional disturbance?
So let's say, for example, you're standing out, you come outside your house, you're going to the store to get groceries or something, and they're digging up the road, there's big holes, and you're like, how am I going to repark my car with all this going on? So you leave, you come back an hour, and the road was fine. No digging, no nothing. That's a dimensional disturbance.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about heaven and hell. What else do you want to tell our viewers about either or? I mean, we talked about what happens when you die, the life review.
Souls are not meant for hell.
So
However, you can have, for example, an atheist that doesn't believe in heaven or hell, and they place themselves in a void. And until they stand there for so many centuries, because there's no time, it's just going to keep going, they're going to have a realization of, there's got to be more than this. And then all of a sudden a light appears, and where's that light come from? And then a tree appears, and this appears, and this appears, because they're creating their environment.
So we create our own heaven and hell.
Yeah.
So even if we're a bad person, does that not matter?
No, you go through your life review and you review it and you understand it. An atheist isn't going to go through something like this until they have a realization that there's somewhere that they are needed, where they're wanted. Atheists almost put themselves in a void because they feel like they don't deserve these things.
So for all those Judeo-Christian views and people who believe that if we're bad, we get penalties.
My biggest thing is, the biggest thing that dawned on me when I was going through my life review was like, there wasn't a desk that said, hey, Catholic, this way. I wasn't asked what my denomination was. I was asked, how did I show love? How did I gain love? How did I receive love? This is what they wanted to know. They wanted me to learn from love, not a religion. And the biggest thing is, with Jesus, he was never in a building doing this. He didn't go to church. And if you not go to church on Sundays, you go to hell. Then that would mean Jesus is in hell. Wouldn't that be correct?
So how do you feel about religion in general? What can you tell us about Jesus?
It segregates, it separates. And when I was in heaven, I was shown that they've kind of had enough of this, of the souls being chained in and not learning. It's almost like religion and dark has used this to kind of keep people caged in, that this is a control mechanism to keep them this way. And God is not the kind of loving God. You can't put an angry, despiteful God on this hand and then put an extreme, unconditional loving God in this hand. It doesn't. It's either or. And the God I felt in heaven, because it was like I was standing in his breath, his light, that's not what I felt. I felt unconditional love. Oh, you slipped, you fell, you hurt somebody. Okay, pick yourself up and learn from it.
So you see all your past loved ones and family, friends, enemies.
Not only do you see them, but all the past lives you've had with them.
I wonder how many past lives I had.
A lot.
I'd love to know who I was. Who was I on the galactic, whatever it was?
You've
You know,
had
like Darth Vader with the helmet. Luke, I am not your son. I mean, you know.
It's funny you say that, because all these
Was
ideas,
I Darth Vader?
all these ideas come from somewhere. They don't just appear on Earth. They're coming from somewhere. The Jedi Knights are real, but they just don't go by Jedi Knights.
So you don't know about who I really was?
You have a lot of lives, but it's not. I would have to sit with you for a while, and we'll map it out for you.
I know you don't like politics, and by the way, folks, I hate politics. But we're going to ask about my favorite president, Trump. What can you tell us about Trump for our Pittsburgh viewers?
I predicted Trump I would say over a year, maybe 2 years now.
And it was on your Facebook, because I remember reading it, and you said he was going to win. It was going to be, then you know. So what did you
I was about to go to bed, and he does this thing with my face, and he did it while I was laying down, and I was like, whoa, like what's going on? And he said, just listen. So I was sitting there, and I suddenly started getting these messages. So I just grabbed anything that was next to me, and it just happened to be my art book because I draw. And I grabbed a pen, and I started writing. And I think I have about 5 pages of prediction, where he was supposed to get 5 new judges. I think 2 have been removed. There was so much information, and I actually talked about this on one of the live feeds. I read everything in the book. I was shown that Trump is like Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. No one really liked Nebuchadnezzar, but he was anointed to do one specific job, and he wasn't afraid of anyone. and that he's being compared to Trump. It's like Nebuchadnezzar has come through again as Trump. And a lot of people don't like, honestly, I don't like his ethics either, but I'm not going to go against God and say, he can't do this because he is anointed. Everyone thought she was going to win.
So what does that mean, Trump is anointed, and what is his mission?
He is anointed. And the way it was described to me was he is to bring back financials. He is to bring back, this is the new Israel. Or Pennsylvania. The United States is the new Israel. And a lot of people don't like him, but that's the point. God wanted somebody that was not fearful. He wanted somebody strong and knew the backwater deals, and he is able to get things done. And he's going to start showing this in the next couple of years. He's going to start showing his true self.
So what does that mean? What's his true
Changes.
self?
He's
Okay.
like, we have war coming. However, he wants to
Who do we
be-
have a war with? What do you know about the war?
I can't go into detail because I would be jumping the divine timing on
Okay.
that. But he wants to be the president that says, "Oh, we had a war, no casualties." You know Trump. He wants to be the first that says, "Oh, nobody got killed." You know him.
Yes.
He has to.
And
be the
everything
first
is
of
great, and it's
Right.
awesome,
Yeah.
and there's no problems.
And he's gonna make
it's
war
terrific.
amazing.
Yes.
But that's his job, is he is there to protect, and a lot of people were against it. Like, everybody thought she was going to win. And I mean, for God's sakes, The Simpsons predicted him in 1990. What was it, 1995?
So he's going to bring back financials. What any other things with the country people could, if they're watching, latch on to? Besides, he's going to fight a war and have a few casualties.
He is to bring back milk and honey to this land, is what I was told.
Okay. So for the people of Pittsburgh who are watching this, what can they expect for their futures?
I know the healthcare is going to change. I know he's not liking how it's run. It's mismanaged. It's up and down. People, poor people can't afford. I think it's sickening that, kids can't even get chipped now. Like,
Yes,
chips
I saw
having
that. I saw that.
And I think it's disgusting what has happened. These are God's people, and he's putting someone in charge to protect them. And it's just going to take a little while. You just got to hang in and just go with the flow. It's going to start changing.
Okay. As you go about your business and you have these interactions, your mission is to be a light worker. Your mission is to help people. Where do you see the divine medium in 5 years? Are you still a medium?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to
Because I
quit
know
that.
at one point you told me you thought they were going to take you away and you were going to die, and there was all this hoopla about,
but I changed something, and
So
again,
we have the
that
ability. So we have the
changed.
ability to change our free will.
Yes.
So what will be your path?
I'm opening the new healing center. It's the Crystal Cove Spa and Wellness Center. It's going to be right next to the shop. We're
And
opening
what services do you provide, and what do you do?
chakra balancing, detoxing, old energy that you've held on to like baggage. We're going to cut all that, and you're going to start this new spiritual transformation of
And can you
renewing.
give people your phone number and your contact info?
The shop number is 814-254-4523.
Repeat it slowly.
814-254-4523.
254 45. You have to dummy it up because
23. I'll just let John do it.
You have to be slow about it.
And it's
Yeah, I just did my Trump retard. It's gonna be all over the internet. There's gonna be a meme of me all over the internet.
thedivinemedium.com, and it's DIVINE. A lot of people like to spell it with DE.
Well, that's because we're uneducated and we can't spell. Okay. So when the new shop opens, what do you envision is going to be the path for it? What are you going to provide all these services?
I want to pull in other healers, and teach them how to properly use their healing. My biggest goal is to start a school. No bullying is allowed in the school, and it's going to be a school for the gifted. Justin actually calls it my Harry Potter school.
Justin is her boyfriend. Bullying is actually a very big issue.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for non-bullying. I was bullied. My daughter was bullied. And I see that most of these kids are being, the OCD, the ODD, the ADHD is their vibration. They shouldn't be categorized. And I actually get called in by psychologists, psychiatrists to evaluate these kids because they can't help them. They're telling me I can't help this.
So for people on those fields who want to reach out and contact you, they would call your number, call the
I work one-on-one
shop.
with them. Everything's documented. I work one-on-one with every doctor, any nurse, and just to get them properly support and getting the parents involved.
So for our last 3 minutes, what does Maria want to tell the people of Pittsburgh? You have 3 minutes.
Get to know your guides. the people talking to you, the conversations in your head, just give them a chance and get to know them. You can go on the website and do the meditation. It's right under the courses tab. It's guided meditation. And just basically don't give up and don't let fear control you. Don't allow it. You're the only one keeping yourself in the situation you're in. There's all these possibilities that you are not seeing, but if you get with your guides and talk to them, just like they're your best friend, they're going to show you more opportunities.
And for any of the naysayers who would say you're the devil and you're evil and you're...
I would say that I'm a Bible historian. I used to be a youth leader. And go to Matthew 17. It shows right there, Jesus called forth Elijah and Moses, both between 500 and 1500 BC, before Christ, he called forth Spirit. And then I get, well, he's God, he can do anything. Well, if that's the case, he died on the cross and he said, go forth and do as I did. That's simply what we're doing. God is not going to go ripping people out of your life and going, oh, okay, good luck with that. Oh, you're crying, so sad, sorry. He's not going to, that's not the God that I know.
We would hope not.
Right. So he assigns the Holy Spirited ones, the ones with the gift, to help cross that bridge and show you your loved ones are still with you and they haven't left.
For our last minute, what's your wrap up before I do mine?
Just keep doing what you're doing, John.
Well, you've all had it today. We've had our entire hour with Kristina K, the Divine Medium. We've talked about heaven and hell. We've talked about religion. We've talked about Trump. I guess my message to you all is if you need guidance, contact Kristina, talk to your friends. Life doesn't always have to be what you expect it to be. We have a lot of things thrown at us. I'm a very big advocate of the Trevor Project. I've always said it gets better. Please contact your friends, call your family, your teachers, your school, your employers. Get help when you need it. I would encourage you all that there is a great big out beyond there. I believe there is a veil of life. I believe that there is an afterlife, and I hope one day I go there. I hope to see my family and friends from the past, and I hope all of you have that same opportunity. I believe that there is more in heaven and hell under our philosophy, the Boulder Dash, the Shakespeare quote from Hamlet. There's more that we don't understand. So hopefully as you've watched this hour, some of your interests have been piqued, and maybe you will have a psychic reading. Maybe you will ask questions. Maybe you will want to believe that all the clicking noises you heard weren't one of our assistants, like just making clattery noises. Because we didn't have it just kind of happened. These are things that aren't always like to be talked about. I know on the PCTV network we have a lot of religious schloes. We'll probably get a lot of hate mail because we've had a psychic on. I hope we do. I'd love to get the commentary. I believe these are topics we should talk about because everyone likes to go to a psychic. No one likes to admit to it. And I'm sure you have clients who...
I respect them. We do follow the HIPAA law. I don't talk about your readings or anything like that. We are all about non-disclosure. So
to editorialize what we're doing here, I had a very well-known famous psychic named Honor Church who was like a second mother to me. Honor died a few years ago. Honor, I'd love to think, is she listening? Is she around?
She's always around.
Honor, what do you have to say to me? I always ask. But I believe that there are other places for us to go to. I think the other worldly area is a topic that most people love to talk about, love to think about, and love to be. Because we all don't know what's going to happen when we die. I like to think that I live my life in the right way and that good things happen. That's why I always file the lawsuits and the right to know requests. And I'm always at the meetings demanding transparency. Because am I going to win my little war, by the way? You allowed to tell me?
I think you are laying the groundwork for others.
So I'm going to lose. I'm going to be a big old loser.
No one ever loses.
Okay.
Learning. Yeah.
So I'm going to learn that I'm a loser. But I want to thank you all for joining us on this hour. I will try to bring Kristina back sometime in the near future if you want to. Contact her shop, The Divine Medium, www.divinemedium@facebook.com. Look up her website. Contact her for a reading. You can find her online. We've even been taping this during her Facebook live stream for her 45,000 people who watch. Thank God for Facebook. Thank you so much, Kristina. Any last thoughts for you?
Just read the Bible in your own way. Don't let anybody tell you. Don't go to a preacher to tell you how to do your life. Get it from the source.
So thank you all so much, and God bless. Take care.